So we just got to the trade center, but we have a long way to go to hall 124 to do our ticket check-in. So yeah, this is all inside. At least we found it, because on maps it gets you nowhere. So here we go to the muscle show. We got our VIP passes. Oh, if you want a lot from me, if you take respect, you can allow. And here we are. Boom. So we are waiting. Yeah, buddy. For yeah, buddy. That- Ronnie Coleman. Oh yeah, we're in line for a meeting. It's the one and only. Material, buddy. You can see the goat is actually eating right now. So we are actually standing in line, waiting to get our autograph and see if he does a shout out to my channel. Yeah, buddy. Shout out
Shout out.
to the gym.
What was the name of it?
PPD Fitness.
PPD 50. Big shout out from Big Ron. Yeah, buddy. Hey,
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
So we managed to finally get with Ronnie. Yeah, but he did it. He signed our belt as a memory. And I think we're gonna go check out the other booth. It's gonna take a while. I think Larry Wills is around here. I saw Henry Rambo. Oh yeah, gonna take the rest. I was looking forward to meet all of you guys, the old school guys. You inspired me a lot. I lost like 155 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my next dream is to actually go on stage. I don't care if I win anything. I just, oh,
It's for you, brother.
yeah.
It's for you.
To see if
So
I
do
can push
you have any idea of when you're going to compete?
maybe in 2 years.
So
I think
tag me on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I follow you, and if I have any advice, I can give you, no problem.
That would be amazing.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
look forward to hearing from you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this concludes my first day. We're gonna go back to the hotel, rest for a bit, maybe go out, buy mostly protein because I'm on still on the diet. My body there resting, zero fucks given, as always. Yeah, we met our heroes, talked with a few. I had a very interesting message from Flex Wheeler, which I appreciate, and which came as a surprise for me and went straight to the heart. Just remember, if you want to do something, you can always do it. Never listen to anyone, especially naysayers. And just focus. Focus on yourself. Never give up. Don't have crazy dreams, but if you feel like you can do it, you probably can. You can do it. So don't give up on your dreams. Yeah. This is the end for the first day. Again, like the third time. We just found out there's another hole and we checked it out. So yeah, this is kind of it. I think we have done 20,000 paces again, at least. And we're gonna be back tomorrow, for sure. Cheers! Say something.
Goodbye, friend.
Zero fucks given. This is the Trade Center area where the show is being kept. So, since I'm wandering the street alone, I was thinking about talking about a very nasty subject everyone is bringing on, especially on Instagram, on every athlete's personal page, in any comment, in any freaking reason. I mean, they don't even need a reason to bring this shit up. It's the talk about PEDs, the performance enhancement drugs. Oh my God, this is so freaking boring. It's 2023. I mean, it's no longer taboo. We all know high elite bodybuilders take them. We all know athletes in general take them. But we don't understand that those freaking things, because I'm not going to explain what they are, just Google search, are not magic. They won't replace your work. You need to enhance yourself once everything else is on point. Nutrition, training, everything. And even then, you need to be a genetic freak in many ways. Not just, muscle related. Like you need to be a hyper responder, you need to be an under responder to side effects. You need to have a strong liver and all of that. This is what people don't understand. And lately I was fighting some people over this subject because they are so naive and they don't even understand how these things work. And you can actually Google search and find out. And I went into a debate with a few of them. Man, people are so ignorant. Jesus. They don't understand, as I said, those things won't do the work for you. Just like Flex Wheeler said, hard work beats talent. Imagine if you add those enhancements to hard work. Yeah, you can get better results, but stop posting those bullshit comments like, there's one athlete and posts, I don't know, a recipe for oatmeal, and the first comment is, yes, but you're on steroids. Who the fuck even cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. We all know they use them. So why don't you just appreciate that freaking recipe? Appreciate the time that athlete has put into sharing his stuff with you. Use it if you want, or don't use it. Stop bringing this shit up like, I don't know. There's no reason for it. Nobody pushes to sell you shit. Nobody pushes uh, miracle freaking supplements. If they do that, yes, you can call them out. Like, there were some people that they were promoting protein powder as this magic bullshit stuff that's gonna make you huge. No, protein powder at this point, for me, it's food, just food. So it doesn't matter. But the ignorance of people, every damn post, it doesn't matter. Even if that guy or girl posts, I don't know, sunbathing, sitting in the sun. The first comment is, yeah, you're so big because you're on steroids. What's the freaking point? And most of them admit that they are on steroids. So what do you want? Nobody gets it. We shouldn't point it out so blatantly, like, I don't know. And I don't think any public person on Instagram owes you anything for that. Also, you gotta understand, nobody can recommend you this kind of stuff because in a lot of countries they are illegal. Also, safe use requires medical attention, requires a lot of blood work, and I'm not gonna get into it because it doesn't matter. But you got to understand, you can't just ask people for drug recipes on social media. First of all, it's against the terms of service. Second of all, I think it's an insult for the public person himself or herself. And I still don't get the point. You can get that info anywhere. Why do you need someone to admit every freaking post that is not even closely related to that subject? They need to admit so they can fulfill your need to know if they are on gear or not. When you know they are, and when they admitted it in the past, and you keep pushing, you keep pushing, you keep pushing, like, what's the freaking point? This is just a rant of mine because I really don't care. Zero facts given about what people do. But I have sometimes, it's like a guilty pleasure of mine to just get into debates with these kind of people and see how dumb they are because they don't even understand what PEDs are. So, yeah. They just throw around a few words they heard in a meme or some random post on the internet, and they just throw it around like, yeah, you're using this or you're doing that. So how can you tell? And I can point out 100 people that are using very high dosages of very powerful drugs, and they don't look like it. So as I said, it's not magic. If you are born to be shit, you're gonna be shit. So yeah. And like 10 seconds ago, I just stepped on the curb, and my feet went that way, and I went that way. If you can imagine that, physically impossible. So I did a Van Damme split in the middle of the freaking road in Dubai. So yeah, life is great. I hope I didn't pull any muscle because I can feel shit right now. Man, if I'm gonna continue doing this vlog, you gotta get used to me. Sometimes I talk like a broken record. Sometimes I get stuck and I have nothing to say. I try not to repeat myself because that's annoying, even though I could edit it later, but I want to be real. And I don't like micromanagement with this whole video micro-editing, splitting, so your whole speech is perfect. I don't care about that unless I do an announcement or I don't know, something special. The rest of it, I just want to be the way I am. So, you gotta get used to me talking shit, going to rants, especially because I don't like ignorant people. And sometimes when I talk a lot of shit, there's a sign from nature itself or whatever that shows me that I need to stop, like the split I just did, because I was talking some bullshit. So, if you believe in that, maybe karma, I don't know. We'll see. Now I'm just trying to get home. Part 2 of Zero Fucks Given. I'm gonna go order some freaking food, put my feet up, and relax because I feel like I ran a freaking marathon. Also, I didn't eat all day. I just ate a protein bar. Yeah, welcome to Dubai. I just ate a protein bar and I drank 7 Up Zero, I think. So I'm dehydrated, hungry, and tired, but I like it. And what's fascinating to me is that how the brain works. Being there and being mindful of who was sitting next to us, like people we only see online, people that we are fans of, and all that thing, all that situation brought me to a point where even though I'm on a caloric deficit and a bigger one, a very big one, I didn't feel hungry or tired until now, after it's all done. And usually when you're on a caloric deficit, you're hungry as fuck. Like you can eat a freaking elephant if you put your mind to it, or you don't have anyone to stop you. So even though I said I'm in Dubai and I'm gonna let loose with the food, taste everything and do all that. Somehow, I'm still making progress on the deficit. So yeah, that's good news. What can you do? Good morning, good morning. So this is day 2. It's 12 o'clock. We woke up a bit late after last night. It was a long night, a long walk. My feet are not so sore anymore. Use some, I don't know, some cream from the pharmacy. So everything's okay. We're going back to the expo, see what we have in store for today, see who we can meet. Yesterday was very nice. I don't think I managed to record some footage because my microphone started echoing for whatever reason. But I think I can save some of it. Had some highlights yesterday, sorry. I met a few great people and I met my new trainer. And it was even better than I expected. I usually don't, I'm not wrong when how can I say this? Feeling someone's vibe, you know, like you can actually know by the way they act if they are a genuine person and a good person or not. And I don't fail on this. My instincts are spot on. But even so, I was pleasantly surprised to see how nice some people can actually be. So, gonna keep you updated. Ready for round 2. So, here we are. Gonna go scan our tickets again and get ready for round 2. See who we can meet today, see who we can talk to today, and all of that. I'm a bit tired, to be honest, but all's gonna get better soon. Gotta get a coffee.
Having a basketball career and that it didn't pan out. I talk about that in very great detail, about how things didn't work out. Because really everybody that follows me probably only knows me for being the 7-time champion, which, as Ronnie will tell you, that's a lot of freaking winning. So if people only know you for that, they don't know anything else. But then we also have a story. So I was able to actually tell my story authentically, vulnerable, and that was the big key. Dude, we always add on one.
Well, Ronnie, one thing that, especially when we have such an engaged audience, and they want to hear about your competition career, your reign at the top of the bodybuilding world. You won that first champion, and you remember everything. You remember the exact way it sounded to hear your name. You remember the way that it felt to have that medal put around your chest, to hoist up the Sandow trophy. But then, you have to defend it once. You have to defend it again, and again, and again, and again. You defended 7 successful times, 8 overall championships. What drove you? What kept you going? Every title defense presented its own unique chapters. Describe that process, how you continued to sustain your reign at the top of the bodybuilding world.
Well, it was all about the passion. You know, once you have passion for something, you never work a day in your life. And once I experienced, you know, how great it was to win the Mr. Olympia, I was like, I want to do this for a very, very, very long time. So for me, I never actually really enjoyed winning the Olympia because I was already getting ready to, you know, to defend the title.
You were on to the next.
So, you know, I'm not celebrating maybe 1 or 2 nights. And when I celebrate, I do it big.
There's a man who was Gentlemen, one of the very cool things about having you both on stage is that you two represent an element that may not exist going forward, and that is the dominant champion, the multiple time champion. Obviously, you look recently, Sean Roden, obviously, rest in peace, only winning once, Brandon Curry winning once, Big Ramy twice, and now Derek Lunsford. Phil, I'll start with you. Do you think there will ever be another Ronnie Coleman or Phil Heath in terms of the dominant multi-year champion?
I do think that the next multi-winning Mr. Olympia might be focusing on something else. He also might be doing a different category that he shouldn't be doing. There's a lot of times I'll do expos like this and I'll meet people and I ask them what division, and you know, I'm sure you've heard this too. They'll tell you their division, let's say they're doing classic or they're doing mixed physique. And I just ask them, like, why not open? And they always say the same thing. I could never do that. I know I've been long-winded with it. I don't know. I do think that it's a cycle that we're seeing right now. Like when Arnold won his 7th, we didn't see another 7 for a while. We didn't see another 4. We saw like 2, 1, 3. And I think that's where history's kind of repeating itself. And it's kind of recalibrated, I think. So I'm sure Ronnie and I will one day be sitting at the Olympia saying, yeah, he look all right. He might be able to win them all. He might be able to get 10. But like Ronnie would say to me, I hope he breaks it. And one of the things I want to share with everybody is that when you see people in sports and they've achieved certain levels of excellence, there's times where you see some of those greats not want anyone to break their record. Ronnie Coleman had never, ever once in an interview, never ever told anyone that I couldn't do it. He always told me I could do it, and I should do it, and I will do it. And I really appreciate that because, you know, when I told everybody I wanted to win 10, people thought I was crazy. They called me all kind of names. And I said, you guys don't understand. I watched guys like him face all the odds. Ronnie Coleman changed the game so much they had to invent another round just to make it interesting for the fans because he kicked everyone's ass so bad.
Fairly critical about what you saw at the upper tier of the Olympia.
Well, I have so much love for the sport. Of course, I'm going to say I like where we're at. But today's athletes are a little bit different than what we were. when you are kind of great and you come from greatness, you kind of want the next generation to also be great. It's got its own era, you know, like in the 90s, in the 2000s, it was a great era. From 2000 on down till now, things have changed for just about everything, seems like. Like I was saying about the rap, like I'm saying about the bodybuilding. Not saying that they are not great and they don't work hard, because they do. It just seems like, you know, they don't work as hard as I did when I was coming up. Because I had a lot of passion for what I was doing. So for me to get up on stage and show how hard I work,
and Bill talking about their history.
like I said, I had a full-time job.
Just appreciate it.
I would take off that and do a bodybuilding show for free membership. I think people would say, "Oh, that's it."
If you haven't read Ronnie Coleman's book, there's an excerpt in it where somebody told him, I think it made
Day 2 is over. Think we are gonna go see some sights. We briefly saw Chris Bumstead, but oh my god, the crowd is crazy. But I did meet with Ian and Chris's sister, and we took some photos. Very nice guy. We took some photos with Kai Green. I couldn't film much because it was so crowded and so loud. So I took a lot of photos, and you guys can check my photo album from this whole Dubai trip. My eyes are watery from the sun right now, even though I have a cap on. This is a nice area. So we are thinking about visiting the beach maybe for a bit, and we might catch up with Chris tomorrow morning. He has meet and greet, but it's only the first 100 come. The first 100 with VIP passes are served, the rest maybe next year. So I think I'm gonna park my tent here and sleep in it so I can actually get to see him. So yeah. I'm a bit lost on what I'm about to do right now. Anyway, I just want to share this journey with everyone. That's why I started with Dubai. Seems like a very nice start for a vlog. And I'm gonna record my whole journey to this process and see what the results are at the end. Cheers.